Hello there, this is Duck Run Amok, and today I'm playing Everspace. Now, just a little bit of background info here. Everspace is a game that ran a Kickstarter, I believe, and that's when I first heard about it, and I kind of forgot about it. It kind of drifted off to the back of my mind for a while. Until recently, I saw that it got released on Early Access, and I remember thinking, wow, that game sounded really cool, let's give it a go. And to see what the actual idea of this game, what it was or is it's a space dogfighting game, I guess, kind of a arcadey space sim, I guess, in some ways, similar to Rogue Squadron or Wing Commander or what was it, Colony Wars for the original PlayStation, one of my favourite games. And this game reminds me a lot of that, but it's also got lots of elements of FTL in it. You'll see that once we get in game why it's a lot like FTL. But it's got that roguelike element to it, which really has me interested. And yeah, I haven't played it much. I've literally just loaded the game up just to try out the controls. That was about it. Really going into this quite fresh. Yeah, you can see second character here. The first one was just me getting used to the controls. So here's the roguelike part of it, I guess, is there's a persistent... you're going to die in this game a few times. And when you die, you start from the beginning, but there is a persistent upgrade or perks system in this game, so that any leftover money you have when you die gets put into here, and you can upgrade various things. And then you got all these stats and whatnot. At the moment, there's only one ship in the game, which is this one, the Colonial Interceptor. There are intended to be 2 more ships in the game when it's released. Kind of get an idea of what they look like. That thing looks huge. I can't wait to fly that. But right now, all we have is this Colonial Interceptor, which has a pulse laser, a Gatling, 20 light missiles, standard shield, energized boost, and 2 scanning probes, and then a bunch of stats, which I really can't be bothered to read. But yes, anyway, let's get into the game. Let's just jump right in. I'd say that's been roughly 2 minutes, but hey. So here we are. First thing you'll notice, this game looks good.
Pilot requires further training. Activating automatic assistance. Stand by.
Oh, looks like my...
assistance? I suppose I could use some.
Yeah. Okay, looks like my progress through the tutorial didn't actually save, so I'm going to have to do this again. But anyway, let's just go over here. I know the controls.
Let's begin by shooting
Got a bit of
targets.
time playing around with them.
That seems easy enough.
So we can use the Gatling for this. Oh, that's not the Gatling. There we go. And you can see, much like any other space sim, you kind of get, or not even space sim, just flight game, like War Thunder or whatnot. You get the targeting reticule, so you know where your bullets go.
The next targets have shields.
I am
First,
stuttering
use
and
the pulse laser
stammering
to
all over the
deplete their
place.
shields. When the shields are
Couldn't even
down,
say that without
use the
stammering.
Gatling gun
Good job,
to
mate.
inflict greater hull damage.
Okay, understood.
Alright. So, start with the pulse lasers to get the shields down, and then switch to the Gatling gun to take down the hull. Again, this is kind of what reminds me of Colony Wars. It feels very much like that game. And again, this one.
Use missiles on the next targets. Set a target lock before shooting so the missiles can home in.
Alright. So this game, it came at a good time because people really want space games at the moment. People are itching for it, I guess, because we haven't had good space games in a while. The last, like,
It appears as if you're ready for the next stage.
arcadey space game that I
Created
can
a jump
remember.
target.
Hang on.
Aim towards it and hold steady to leave the orbit.
Alright, now
After
give me...
each transit, your jump drive requires a cooling down phase. As soon as it is ready for another jump, I will create one.
Okay, so the last time we had the really arcadey space game, at least one that I know of, was Strike Suit Zero, or the Strike Suit series, and they were all right. They weren't great. Those are the last ones I can remember. We've of course ever since had larger games like Elite Dangerous, which is of course like a much more complex, hardcore space sim. We're getting Star Citizen at some point, presumably, if that game actually continues to exist. And No Man's Sky, of course, quite infamously. And I'm trying to think of others. There likely are others, but actual especially games that you can like fly from your cockpit and stuff, you don't see them as much these days, which is really unfortunate because they were great. And they don't work as well on consoles, I guess, which might be why we don't see them as much. A lot of them, you know, you kind of need a keyboard or mouse or an actual flight stick to actually play them, really, to take full advantage. And of course, consoles don't have most of that. You can play this quite well with a controller, though, to be fair. This game certainly takes controller well. So this map that you just saw is kind of where the FTL comparison came into play.
As you can see from your fuel gauge, a substantial amount was consumed during transit.
Yeah.
You should aim to refill the jump drive completely.
I will.
There is a mineable asteroid nearby. Shoot at it to extract fuel.
Again, I will. But yeah, the you saw that map. It's very FTL in that you choose jump locations, and then you get to an end of a system, and then you go to the next system and do that until you get to the final location. I don't know what the final location is or what the goal of this game is. It just seems to be get to the destination. What that destination is currently beyond my knowledge. This is all we wanted, fuel, which is over here. So to mine things, you just shoot at them. Fairly simple. No specific mining weapons or anything like that. Just shoot it. Alrighty. Okay. My god, we're running out of energy really quickly. So, wow, there's still more. Okay, we're about full.
Do it.
Remaining well provisioned is key to survival in the cluster. Before leaving the orbit, it is recommended you explore the location for resources. To speed things up, use a scanning probe.
Okay, let's try it out.
Don't really have high hopes for this area. There doesn't actually appear to be much, just a few rocks. But saying that, some ore there.
I have located a container at some distance.
Tech container.
You might want to use the energized boost to reach it more quickly. But be careful. Collisions at such a high speed can be fatal.
I hear what you're saying, and I'm totally going to listen, but first, mineable ore. Yep, on the subject of space sims, we do have some at the moment. Like I said, I did mention Star Citizen and Elite Dangerous and whatnot being prospective space sims. Both have their problems right now. Star Citizen's being that it's not out, and Elite Dangerous is being that it's rather shallow. I mean, we do have EVE Online, I guess, which is really deep. If you really want some depth. Ooh, fuck. And it's not like the older games stop existing. Wing Commander will always be there. Colony Wars. I mean, I guess you can emulate it if you don't have a PlayStation.
Ah, resources.
And a weapon. But you don't have a free...
Let's have a look. So beam laser, it's got lower range, considerably. A better energy consumption, does less shield damage but more hull damage, kind of balanced in that regard, I guess. But I guess the good thing with it is there's no travel time, so all you have to do is point at the opponent, you know, point at your opponent, as opposed to having to lead your shots. I'll go with the beam laser for now. Let's try it out.
Decide for yourself whether you want to equip or salvage it.
Yeah,
Resources are essential for crafting and upgrading your equipment. It appears, however, that we have exhausted our possibilities here. I suggest advancing to the next location.
Alrighty. So yes, the first thing I said when I came in here is this game is gorgeous. I think space games can really get away with this kind of stuff and like have them run well because there's just not much to render. Like it's literally a skybox and then just, you know, objects. Like there's no need to render the ground or terrain. It's literally just basic stuff. So these games get away with quite a lot, really. Like, it's not the best looking game in the world, but it's pretty damn good looking, and it's running currently at 120 FPS with recording, so I've really got to say, this game runs really well and looks the part. It's kind of a thing with space games. Again, Elite Dangerous, you know, looks great and runs really well as well. It's the same idea, I guess. Space games just look good. Or maybe that's because space is just beautiful. I don't know. But alright. Now we're into the actual game, and immediately
What happened here?
What you see around you is the remnants of the conflict between
three of
the
them,
colonials
and
and the
they
Oka.
appear to be aware of
First
my
contact led
presence.
to an escalating series of misunderstandings. Let's
Okay.
just put it at that.
I see.
Well, do we fight? Oh,
What else can you
well,
tell
okay,
me
we're
about
fine.
this end of the galaxy?
Cluster 34. also known as the belt upgrades.
See how quickly this gets through the shield then, because this is slower. Okay. Actually, you know what? That was actually alright.
Apt to precision in the 24th century,
That's that one down.
unexplored by colonials until the
That's a drone. I'm
30th.
going to take this with the Gatling gun.
Demarcation lines
That's
between
also a
colonial
drone.
and native Okar interests
Okay.
are still in dispute.
Nanobots. I think we need these to repair. I think that's what they're for. I've watched someone else stream this as well, it's also worth saying. That was kind of another reason why I kind of came to be aware of this game more recently, was because...
I've been traced.
What the... Traced? Oh!
That's
Dude just jumped in.
what I need.
They're just drones? No, they're not all just drones.
There's a few of them.
Alrighty.
So many of them.
Shit. Hello.
It's like a swarm. Finish them off.
Is that all of them? Alright. Where was I? Something streaming. Oh yeah. That was the other thing that drew me to this game recently, was I did see someone streaming it. And that's also kind of what reminded me that this was the game that I had...
Outlaws. Independent
fuck's
operators
sake.
with varying affiliations, profiting from trafficking, extortion,
Just
illegal
give me
weapons
2
trade,
goddamn minutes to
piracy,
talk.
clone smuggling.
Maybe they have something I need.
Where was I? Ah yes, streaming. I saw someone stream this recently, as you might have gathered by now. And that's kind of what reminded me that this was the game I saw on Kickstarter a while ago. Was the watching it be streamed. I was like, oh yeah, this was that game. This was that game that looked really awesome. Alright, let's repair that. Container, tech container, scrap. Ooh, scrap's quite useful for upgrades, I think. Drone server, another outlaw over there, just a drone though. These just containers? Oh, there is a tech container. Let's go to this one first, it's closer.
What's this mining outfit I'm registering?
Brady and Brunt Prospects, corporate behemoth and sole legitimate operator in the demilitarized zone. Their monopoly has ensured unchecked expansion. You will encounter their jump gates and mining drones frequently.
It's got mineable scrap over there. We do have a tech container there. Oh, some gas as well. I will get that. Let's get some gas. Oh, hello. That actually appears to be doing like mining. So I guess this gas would be hydrogen if this is ice, or maybe just water vapor. I gather hydrogen be a decent fuel, I suppose. Tech container, and we got mineable scrap. This is closer, so let's just grab this. Alrighty.
You have extracted raw materials. These are essential for crafting and upgrading, but
Kind of
You will
shouldn't be
require
crafting
much
and
more.
upgrading right now. Oh, gas again. Oh yeah, of course, it's that huge mining ship thing. It's not a ship, it's a... What do you call that? A node? It's doing mining. I know that much. Well, I guess we can keep coming back here. So check out this tech container, see what's in here. These typically have like... Because, well, they're tech containers, they have technology in them, but they typically have things like weapons or boosts or upgrades, or sometimes just missiles, I guess. We'll see. Or sometimes, well, nanobots in this case, I guess, which is used for repairs. Again, just repair up. And you can see in the top left, I don't know why I tried to point to it, you can see in the top left that slowly heals us. Actually, I say slowly, pretty quickly. Is that honestly it for this sector? I want to check out that wreckage over there, because it might actually have something. We might have not picked it up on the scanner. I don't know what drone servers are. I might have to check those out as well. Let's go see if there's gas here, which there is. And then I'm going to have a look at these drone servers, see what they are, and then probably look at... There was a wreckage. Maybe another wreckage. I will check out the drone servers. Where were we? Who's looking over here for gas? What was it? I guess the mining drone picked it up. Okay. Boost over here.
it appears we have stumbled upon an
Oh,
outlaw
fuck.
base. Scavengers and raiders of every degree ply the demilitarized zone using these hidden structures to launch operations. I would advise caution on approach.
Maybe it's worth a risk.
You have drawn the attention of hostiles.
Guess I have to get rid of these drone servers because they're spawning drones. Well, I say that, I don't see them anymore. I guess maybe these drones... Maybe when they spawn the drones, they just went. Alright, scrap. Okay. Alrighty then. Is that everything? I don't see anything else. Can we make any more of those scanning probes? We can make one more. Let's do that. I feel like it's going to be important. We've got a GMP mining drone. Is that everything? I guess so. Alright, let's jump to the next sector then. Let's not waste too much time here, shall we? And the last point. Alright, so when we're in this sector, we gain the ability to go to the next jump spot, and immediately, again, enemies.
Jump gates are the primary method of travel between systems.
Scouts.
These were built by Gradient Brunt prospects for their
trader.
mining drones to reach areas more efficiently.
Let's go
Okay,
check
thanks
this
for the
trader.
introduction. Now you want me to use this?
It is the only way to the next sector, so yes.
Alright, let's see what you have. Trade items. You've got light missiles, damage boosters, fuel, gel. And that's it. I guess we can give us some money as well if you really want. And this is what we have to give in order to get those things. Compound. We've got 12 compound right now. Oh, it even says that. Or for gel. I don't think anything I have needs gel. I don't know. I don't know what gel does. Like, that requires crystals and plasma. That's just the same upgrade. Missiles require ore and scrap. Oopsie. Shield requires crystals and scrap. Don't know what that requires. That's gas and scrap. That's gassy. I don't see anything here that uses gel. If our shield regenerator dies, that needs gel. That's about it. It doesn't seem too interesting. I'm a little low in missiles. How much money do I have? I will get that. Oh, I can only do that once apparently. Okay. I think that's all I'll do for now. I don't think I need anything else. Fuel, I'm alright for fuel. I think I should be alright. Did that replace? No, it didn't, okay. Okay, so I've got the jump gate, got this freighter, that's scan. Alright, we've got 2 tech containers, some outlaw scouts, tech container, tech container, tech container, tech container, tech container, an archive fighter and a couple of drones. I presume these outlaws will fight these Alcar if they come into contact with each other, because they are 2 separate factions. And I guess the same would go for G and B as well, but I'm not really too fussed about them dying. Do I draw these guys into them? Alright, well hang on, we've got the attention of one of these guys. If it's just him... No, he's going the other way now. I'll go for this guy first. It's literally just him and 2 drones. So I feel like I can take that quite easily. The drones die to a single missile or just a few shots in the Gatling. The fighter, I imagine, might be a greater challenge, but I'm not too worried.
This is bad.
Speaking of which, let's just get these guys.
These
1,
things are so
2.
annoying.
Alright, that's that down. Let's get rid of these shields. Fire off a couple of missiles, and he's dead. Ooh, wow, nearly 1,000 credits. Holy shit. That's amazing. Alright, tech container. I've got to hit some mineable ore. Mineable ore. Let's go get this tech container here. Tech. Alrighty. What have we here? Oh. A scanning probe. Oh, a free one. Nice. Alright. Well, that's good.
The level of destruction is breathtaking.
Hostilities only ceased when resources were exhausted, forcing both sides to the negotiating table. The demilitarized zone was created as a buffer zone, monitored by the Okar authorities. Only time will heal the rift between the species.
So the Okar are not at war with us, but they attack us
You are
anyway?
acquiring a taste for cast.
Energy core expansion. No, I'm just... As much as my energy core is pretty low, I need a shield and I need... Hello. Speaking of... Ah! Wrong button! Oh, shit. Okay. Wrong button, I think. Don't you hate it when you just want to pick something up and you just slam yourself into a wall? Happens to me all the time. By the looks of our hull and shield up here, the moment I press F, I'm gonna blow up. I just wanted to pick up the shield, but I pressed R accidentally, so instead of F, because they're right next to each other, I guess, and I just flung myself. Oh shit, okay. Yeah.
Must I reset to nursery level?
Really? It's heavily you don't say.
Astrophysics.
Oh, that's
If
disappointing.
you hit a large solid object, it will cause damage to the craft.
I figured that much. I think. I mean, I don't know. I think that's it. I think that's it for today, at least, anyway. Oh, that was something special, wasn't it? Perks and upgrades. Do we do these now, or should we do this next video? You know what? I'll worry about this next time. Thank you very much for coming along and witnessing that, frankly, just wonderful end. Oh Christ! Thank you very much for watching. I really hope to see you next time. Maybe next time when I die, it won't be quite as embarrassing. So thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.